from the VA hospital in Mather, California, Sacramento, California. Right over here, right here. Robert C. Peters, Rymerpt PT, Robert C. Peters YouTube channel. Oh, dude. Well, gonna be here a little longer than I thought. For those of you that don't know, Robert C. Peters is falling apart. He forgot to drink his super glue to hold them pieces in place. And you know what? Good gracious, I'm falling apart. Back in August, I lost my big toe to diabetes. Yeah, and I think I was in this same room. God damn it, very same room. And on Monday, let's see, last Monday, yeah, last Monday. What is today? I don't even know. Today's Tuesday. Last Monday, I went in. Doctor took a look at my index finger toe. Index toe, yeah. If this was my foot, this one, and it was kind of hammer-toed, was taking on the job of the big toe, which had already been removed in August. So the tippy tip was taking abuse, and it got a boo-boo on the end of it. And it wasn't healing. It just wasn't healing. So I went into the doc, because I had just picked up my orthopedic shoes, special shoes. The VA gives me 2 orthopedic shoes for the rest of my life. A year. How's that? That's cool as hell. And I went in and they were sizing me. I stepped into the special, I don't know, it's kind of like styrofoam, only softer. Stepped in this box and it went, and it took a complete picture of my foot. And weird. And he looked at the guy that places the order for these orthopedic shoes at the orthopedic shoe place, looked at my foot and he said, "Robert, you better have that index toe looked at." So the very next day I did, and thank God he told me to do so, because that toe was tweaked. And the foot doctor at the VA looked at that and took off the very tippy tip, maybe that first knuckle, because it was looking bad. So he took that off on Monday, last Monday, and he sewed it up and he fixed it up. Hello. And he said, "Come back on Friday and we'll get it going. You're going to be out about 3 weeks, but we're gonna fix you up. Come back on Friday and we'll look at it. Maybe even take the stitches out on Friday." I come back on Friday, which was today's Tuesday, so last Friday, and we took the dressing off and looked down, and even I knew. He looked at that and went, He said, He took the stitches out and then looked down in it, and he says, "Robert, dude, we got to put you in the hospital for a couple of days. I got to run some antibiotics. You got the first insight of it's the first baby stages of gangrene." I'm like, "What?" Holy shit. So here I am in the hospital at the VA, Mather, near Sacramento. And nice place, love it very much. Food's good. I'm treated like they're ants and I'm a sugar cube. I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. Everybody and their grandma, as far as nurses and doctors, are coming by and poking at me and doing this, that, and the other, making sure that I stay alive, which is awesome. And so there you are. On Monday, yesterday, they sent me downstairs to have it looked at, and the doctor opened my dressing, and it was yucky, man. That whole toe, my index toe on my right foot, looked like a burnt sausage or a burnt lumpia. It was fucked up looking. Yuck. And he looked at me. He says, "Yep, that's what I thought. It turned gangrene. We got to get that off of there." And I said, "Well, that's kind of what I expected." So he gave me I've got neuropathy. So he gave me a local, and he cut that sucker up from the base, right where the toe meets the foot, all the way to the tippy tip. He just took a knife and went wonk, and then he filleted it open and got down inside there, took that bone, cracked that bone, and pulled that bone out. And I was teasing him because I'm wide awake. I'm watching the whole thing. And I says, "Do you keep that, or can I make that into a necklace?" Just kidding. And he says, "Oh, no, 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 no. Hello, Hunter." His little nurse that was helping us, he cut that bone into 2 or 3 pieces and put it in these 2 or 3 different jars. And I said, "I know what you're doing. You're going to make soup." He says, "Ew." But I'm a sick bastard, and I was wide awake. He had my foot asleep. I couldn't feel shit. But damn, man, he filleted that sucker open. It looked like roast beef when he was done with it. Yeah. And then he wrapped it up. Let me look at the wrapping here. He wrapped it up. It looks like a Fred Flintstone club. Yeah, baby. And so he's. The team came in this morning. This is Tuesday morning. This team came in this morning, took a look at it, opened it up and looked at it, and there was blood all over the dressing. And he says, "That's normal. It's supposed to do that," because he left it wide open. He wanted it to kind of bleed out a little bit and kind of flush the wound so that he can look at the skin and determine what of that flap is still viable skin, because it was tweaked with the gangrene. And he took the bone to have it studied to make damn sure that there's no sepsis down into the bone. Because last time when I lost my big toe, I had sepsis, and it got into my bloodstream and nearly killed me. Hello from Iran, Parkadim. Hello. God bless you for viewing my live all the way from Iran. That's cool as hell. Anyway, so they came in this morning. There was a team of them. There was like 4 or 5 of them, and two or three of them were podiatrists that I knew of. They are the podiatrists in the hospital. I got the whole team looking at me, and they determined that they're going to leave it open. They rebandaged it. It did quite a nice job, and they're going to probably tomorrow morning. They're going to seal it up, and they're going to stitch it up and make it so that I can then have hello plasma zombie. Wow, what a name. Hello, Suzanne. Have you had an accident? Not really. It's because of diabetes. I'm screwed. But they're fixing me. Anyway, so they worked on my toe. They're gonna seal it up tomorrow, and they're sending in people. Hello, Eric, from Nicaragua. Damn, that's badass. Hey, Suzanne. Suzanne, I know. The other guys I don't know, but I want to know. So hello. Anywho, back to my story. They have to pump my ass full of antibiotics. And last time when I lost my big toe, what they did is they gave me a sling that went over my shoulder and kind of little pouch sat under my armpit that on a 24-hour basis, every 24 hours, I had, hello, Eric, I had a ball of supersonic antibiotic that was going directly into my right arm and into through my right arm straight into my through my right arm straight into my heart. distributing. Hey, Suzanne, I just made you moderator. If you can keep an eye on these folks, if they get ridiculous, knock their ass out of here. I don't have time for that nonsense. But so far, everybody's fine. I don't have a problem. Don't you get anti-diabetic medication? Yes, that's what I was just going to say. Oh, I do get anti-diabetic medication, and my A1C is quite nice. But I'm old, and diabetes has eaten me alive, even after getting my A1C down to about 7. But so let me finish. I had this PIC line that distributing the antibiotics into my arm, into my heart, and I had it for quite a while, and it made it so I went back to work. I'm a cashier at Home Depot. I went back to work on the 23rd of September. Now, I had my big toe amputated on the 8th of August. Okay, so all that time I was on, every 24 hours, have this ball changed to administer the antibiotics into my straight into my heart, because the antibiotics was getting in there and chasing any sepsis that might still remain in my bloodstream around, so that it didn't land somewhere and mess my world up. That is still far too high. I need a higher dose of medication. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Necessary, maybe, yeah. Plasma Zombie, are you a medical person? But you need a higher dose of medication. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, well, that's true. So, you're talking about the diabetes. Yes, 7 is still too high, and they're working on it. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. And we're working on that. I take Lantus, and I take metformin, and a handful of other things for other ailments that I have. And we're definitely working on that, getting it down. But I've lost 100 pounds because I'm also on Mounjaro. Mounjaro is you've heard of Trulicity, you've heard of Ozempic, and then Mounjaro. And right now I'm on Mounjaro, and I've lost 100 pounds. I used to be 350. Now I'm closer to 260. I'm still a fat man, but it's getting better, and I eat better, and everything's hunky-dory. But in the meantime, I'm losing weight by losing body parts. It's fucked up. So they're going to put in a PIC line after they close up the wound. And hello, Chris. How much metformin? You do sound like a medical professional. I'm taking currently 1,000 milligrams a day of metformin. I was taking 2,000, but it made me crap my pants, and that's not bueno. Back when I was still working, can I be a mod? I don't know you. I'm sorry, but we'll keep an eye on you. Maybe I can turn you. Hey, Suzanne, do you know this person? If so, we'll make him a mod, but I don't know him, and I'm wary of that. Anywho, I know Suzanne Rhinestone. She's an amazing carver, and I'm from the carving community. Usually I come on live and I'm carving, and quite frankly, check out my site. I carve walnuts. I take a tiny little walnut and I make a face on it. It's hilarious, and I make all other kind of stuff, but I am nothing compared to Rhinestone Suzanne. Whoo, baby, she can carve her butt off. She's one of the queen bees of our club, if you will. We're part of Kindred Spirits online on Facebook. Check it out, guys. And then, excuse me, one of our moderators is Larry Dibb, who also goes by Wowie. And 2 p.m. on 2 p.m. on Wednesday Pacific time, he goes live, and it's Wowie's Workshop. Guy's amazing. You got to check him out. You are an awesome carver, Robert. Don't cut yourself short. Oh, yeah, I know I'm good. I'm really good. But you, young lady, are in a category all your own. Those axes that you're making, my goodness. While I've got you on the line here, tell me, do you? I haven't watched your videos close enough. I apologize. Do you use a wood burner And if so, can you recommend a brand for me? Because I want to get me a wood burner. I don't want to spend $1,000. And I've been told you don't want to spend for the really good one because you don't need all them extra little parts. And the way I draw, I think if I got a hold of a tip that could burn into wood, I would make a fortune. Oh, goodness gracious. If I've got a couple of different tips and I can go really fine tipped, oh man, the way I've been drawing these little hobbit houses, I can put that on basswood with a natural outside, kind of like, what do they call it, a cookie of basswood, and then draw on it a little hobbit house. Dude, I could get $100 for one of those. I have a wood burner, but I want a different one. I have one from Hobby Lobby that's really good, but I want an option for using more tips. Oh, you want the more of the tips. You see, I think I'm going to want less of the tips. I think, was it Grumpy? Damn, who was I watching? Might have been Grumpy. I think it was Grumpy. Grumpy was doing some wood burning, and he showed me how to make a tip. He's got some wire, and he made a tip and put it on there so that he could get a finer tip. Oh, he's got a good one. And he told me that he's not pleased with it because it's got way too many bits on it, and he could have got just the same type of thing with a less money out of the pocket. I'd like to spend less than $100, and I've been told I can get a good one for less than 50. But I'm still a puppy as far as knowing which one to get. Hello, Martez. Hey, that person that wanted to be a moderator. Can you tell me why you wanted to be a moderator? Let me go back here. Christina Brock, are you still in here? Are you still in here? Anyway, probably not going to be a mod if you're not paying attention. Mine was $100 on sale for $65 last year. Now you see, I can drop $65. $100 would be a little rough, but yeah. And you don't like it? Is it too much of a machine or too little of a machine? I've seen people use them, and they have a little box that powers them. Some people have a little box that powers it, and you've got two writing things. You got a couple of them. Hey, Spike. Hey, while I got you on here, Spike, let's talk. Did you want a pipe? Because if so, I need your address. Drop your address into my email so that I can send you a pipe and a sticker. Or do I go to your site? Do you have your email on your site? And if so, I'll get up in there and drop you my address, and we can trade addresses, and somewhere along the line we'll get this done. I've done trades with Suzanne. In fact, I've got an owl that she made up on my wall if I ever get home to see it again. Oh, it's badass, man. Its eyes follow you and shit. I'm about ready to put a mask on so it doesn't watch me. Oh, dude, it's cool. Really cool. I'm gonna make Spike a mod too. I know Spike. But okay, you said it's fine, but I like how Grumpy has more bits for his. So you want more bits, okay? Better in. Get your. Dang, I can't read. Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's wait. Where am I going? It says get yourself better in Yule, over in week. Oh, get Christmas over, and then we can trade something for sure. Fair enough. Okay. My wood burner. I don't need to get something back from you, bud, unless you have a sticker. I want to give you a pipe. Flat out give you a pipe. Because you're Spike, for God's sakes. I mean, come on now. You're famous in our community. Love you, baby. Love you. Love you, love you. Yeah, I do. I want to give you one, if you want one. I think we talked and you said you want one. But I need an address, or I'm going to be sending it into oblivion. It'll float around and end up in Alpha Centauri. Wood burner works perfect, but I can't find a certain tips because The way they might. Oh, yours is made differently. I see. You're an amazing soul, sir. Well, I appreciate that. You ought to see what I'm doing up here in this hospital, man. I'm drawing. Check the one I just made. The gal that's going to be putting in my PICC line for to administer my antibiotics. I talked to her and I showed her my sketchbook and I said, pick any one you want. And she kind of grinned. She says, can you draw a dragon? I says, hell yeah, I can draw a dragon. What kind of dragon you want? She says, I don't care, you pick. And she's Filipina. And she's putting in the PICC line on probably Wednesday or Thursday. Hi there. Hold on just a second here. I have visitors.
It is done. That one doesn't look.
But I drew her a Philippine legendary dragon because there's one real famous Philippine legendary dragon. Check this out. And gonna give that to her when she puts in my PICC line. Hey guys, I got visitors. They're gonna take care of me and make sure Robert C. Peters doesn't croak. So I'm gonna have to go. But isn't that cool? I'll talk to you later. I gotta go.